Influential man, and you can catch part 2 of that interview later on in the show. Now though, from one inspiration to another, I've been very excited to meet this man. He's a former killer whale trainer who started his career at SeaWorld San Antonio in 1993. 22 years later though, he's one of the most well-recognised opponents of the marine park that is responsible for introducing him to his life's true passion. From the life-changing documentary Blackfish, please welcome Mr. John Hargrove, everybody. I know a lot of you would be killing for that right now. I feel very privileged. I think my girlfriend at home would be like, oh wow, you did that. Right, let's go on with the actual interview then. So, how are you? I hear that you had a bit of trouble getting here.
I did, but that's normal for me. I miss flights a lot. It's a problem.
Right.
So I missed a flight out of New York, but I made it.
So, actually, you say I miss flights a lot. I do that on a regular basis.
It's a big problem, and not so easy when Europe is involved. Yeah. So it makes it more difficult.
Quite a big problem over there.
Yeah.
But, no. Well, I'm sure you're a busy man.
I made it.
And we're glad he's made it, aren't we, guys?
Yeah.
Go on, give him a round of applause. We want you guys clapping everything that he says. So, let's get on with it. At which point did you know that you wanted to work with killer whales? What was the point for you?
I was 6 years old, so it was 1980, so that dates me. Everybody knows I'm 41 now, but
you look about 5 years older than me, and I was 20, so you're doing well.
He's lying. He was paid to say that.
It's not true.
6 years old, 1980, SeaWorld of Florida, and I was with my mom and my stepdad. It was my first trip to SeaWorld, and the first time just being in that stadium, and just 5,000 people, and the music, and I was already an animal lover. You know, we had all kinds of stray dogs and cats and everything. You just get, it's such a seductive environment. You just get pulled into it, especially as a child when you're so impressionable. You know?
Yeah. I mean, well, like you say, you see the smiles of the dolphins, you see the music of the orcas, and you think it's magic.
Absolutely.
But obviously, we know it's not. So let's see. What was the point that you knew, though? You knew at 6 years old that you wanted to work with them. How did it all start? How were you able to work with them?
I was quite a bit of a freak as a child, wanting to do it. So meaning that I was just obsessive about it. Like once I saw it and knew that I wanted to do it, I would read the Encyclopedia Britannica, and of course they only had like 2 pages on dolphins, bottlenose dolphins in it, nothing on killer whales. And I would just read the pages over and over again, desperate to try to get information. Once I get a little older, I started writing to SeaWorld of Florida. What do I need to do to become a trainer? Dan Blasco, who was the director at the time, he did write me back, and the letter was one of those, this is great, you want to do it, but there's so few positions, have your plan B and plan C, because very few people get this opportunity.
Right.
And I remember being crushed, you know.
Were you crushed or were you inspired to continue?
Well, both. I was like, I'm going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to make sure that I'm the strongest swimmer, the best applicant, everything that he said to do on here, I'm going to do it. But at the same time, I was like, what? This is someone telling me that my dream may not happen, and what if it doesn't happen? You know, I wanted someone to write me back and say, oh, of course, you're going to be the perfect candidate
when you
grow
now,
up. You're a child now, but when you grow up, we're going to hire you on the spot.
Yeah.
You know, you want to hear that, but that's not reality.
So when it came to the time that you got your first gig, you were able to, you know, swim with orcas. I take it that they didn't just plop you in the pool with the orca. There must be some sort of kind of training.
Yeah, a long time.
Purpose. What do you do? Do you start with dolphins, or how does it
so
work?
I started I think when I swim tested, I was still 19, and then by the time the paperwork went through, I just turned 20, so I was very young. I was an apprentice at Shamu Stadium, but when you're an apprentice, you don't do anything with the animals. So your job is you scrub buckets, you clean, you talk the lines in the show. No interaction with the whales whatsoever, and it's like that for the first 2 years. And usually what happens is, and you can start at sea lion or dolphin, you don't have any control over it. So it's wherever management feels like your skill set best suits the company. So I was an apprentice at Shamu, and then at the point that I was the next level, once I got promoted to the next level, you're still too low to really do anything with killer whales, so now they want to send you to another stadium to learn on animals that when you make mistakes, because you will, behaviorally, you'll get bit, things will happen, you'll have aggressions, but you won't die.
Yeah.
So you'll go to Dolphin Stadium, you'll go to Sea Lion Stadium, and then if they still want you at Shamu, as you get promoted higher again, you've demonstrated those things they wanted to see from you behaviorally, then they'll move you back. So that was my trajectory. I never went to Dolphin Stadium, so I went Shamu Stadium, Sea Lion Stadium, and then as soon as I got promoted to the third level, which was trainer level, which was the first level that you can really start having true interaction with the whales and also swim with the whales, they moved me back to Shamu. So that was, at that point, 4.5 years.
Now,